Hi there, Libra, and welcome back to Star-Lord is Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of July 2023. I went ahead, shuffled cards, laid them all out in the monthly format. Let's get to your reading, but first we'll go through your cards one by one. Your overall energy is 10 of Swords in reverse. Week 1, you have the Moon in reverse, rooted down by the Page of Cups upright, followed then by the 10 of Wands reversed, rooted down by the Ace of Wands upright. Next, we have for week 3, 6 of Wands, rooted down by Major Arcana of the World. And in week 4, you have the 4 of Swords reversed, rooted down by the Hangman reversed. Interesting spread. Your overall energy is the 10 of Swords in the reverse position. Well, it looks like, Libra, you might have had a situation where the 10 of Swords was in the upright, which was basically a situation that just couldn't be tolerated anymore. The 10 of Swords is the end. It's the end game, right? This is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like, say, for example, in a relationship where we keep having, somebody annoy us to, for the 10th time, let's just say, where we're just like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. This is it. This is the last straw. I'm walking away. Sometimes this can be a friendship. This can be a family situation. It can be any kind of situation, work situation. When the card is reversed, inverted like this, this indicates we're finally healing from a situation that did bottom out, that did hit critical mass. So now we're finally healing. This could have happened for some of you in June, or maybe it happened before, but it was a situation that hit the end of the road. So now it's time to start healing from said situation. Week 1, you have Major Arcana of the Moon, Pisces energy, rooted down by the Page of Cups in the upright. So the Moon, let's take this first, in the reverse position, indicates clarity. Clarity is coming to you about a certain situation. Now, the Moon in the upright can point to anything from deception coming from others, to self-deception, to misunderstandings, to illusions. When the card is reversed, this can indicate finally getting clarity on a situation that maybe, I have a feeling it has to do with this 10 of Swords. So for some of you, it was a situation, maybe for some of you, it was clearly a misunderstanding, or it could have been due to deception. Maybe that's what it was. It's like, if this person lies to me one more time, that's it, I'm out. And now maybe they're coming clean. It could be that now you're finally getting the clarity that you need from this person, or the situation is just presenting itself with more clarity. The misunderstanding is being cleared up. And this is interesting. The Page of Cups, first of all, which is a court card, could be representing a person. This is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Pages sometimes can indicate younger people, or emotionally, like the Page of Cups in particular, could be somebody a little emotionally immature. This person could be reaching out to you. They could be offering an apology. They could be sending you cute little love messages. But remember, energies can go both ways. Perhaps this is you, Libra, apologizing to someone else and bringing clarity to a situation. Or it could be somebody else is apologizing. Usually the Page of Cups is heartfelt apologies, which could explain why the 10 of Swords is now in reverse. This could be somebody bringing forth an apology to you. So now you finally feel that you have the complete understanding of the situation. And so therefore, it's kind of softening things up. So in week 2, you have the 10 of Wands reversed, rooted down by the Ace of Wands in the upright. Well, the 10 of Wands, it's interesting. You have two 10s here. That's like you hit the end of the road with a couple of things, maybe. Maybe you're just exhausted this month, Libra. Because, like hitting 10s, that's like the end of the road. This is 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. Both are like very difficult energies. This is where you've already, gone across the board with something. So the 10 of Wands in the upright could indicate where we were carrying an oppressive load. This is something that was really like causing a burden to us. For some of you, it could have been a very burdensome relationship, and then you're finally released from that. For others of you, could have been a burdensome situation. Maybe you were doing double duty. You could have had a lot on your plate already, and now somebody came around. Maybe they were taking advantage of you and asking you to cover for them or look after their place, and you can barely have time to look after your own, taking care of their mail, their animals, all kinds of things, and you're just like, okay, you know what, I need to pull back. Maybe some of you have done that. You've just decided, nope, I'm pulling myself out. This is too much of a burden. I've asked you to release me from it several times. You won't listen. You won't respect my boundaries, so I'm pulling out. For others of you, perhaps if you were just doing somebody a really good service, they're now ready to take the reins themselves. If they were away on vacation, maybe they're coming back now, and the burden is just being released from you. For others of you, perhaps you've just been carrying an oppressive load because you've been doing something, maybe working really, really hard on a project, and perhaps now the project is now done. Sometimes this will come up when we're moving, you know, where like moving is such a crazy, crazy task. It seems like no matter how many boxes you pack, there's always, you know, so much more. It's a tough thing to do, especially when you're doing it on your own or just a couple of people. It can be really, really tough. But this could be for some of you, maybe you were moving and now the move is completed. This would be a case of where, you know, the heavy burden has been lifted from you. But guess what is attached to this? The Ace of Wands. Something has been lifted, but there is a new spark, something new coming for you. It could be a new passionate relationship, a new exciting hobby. It could be a new, it could be a trip for some of you. Perhaps you're taking a trip somewhere. Some of you could have been packing because now you're planning on moving to another town, another country. You could be just, you know, okay, now I'm going. And here I am starting off on a new adventure. Remember, aces always bring in something brand new. This could be a new spark, but it's something that's really exciting and really passionate. And it could have something to do with moving at a distance or traveling. Week 3, you have the 6 of Wands, more wands, holy wands. 6 of Wands rooted down by Major Arcana of the World. Well, the 6 of Wands is when we have completed some type of well, challenge. It could be a challenging situation, or it could be we were in stiff competition, but we've won. Now we have won this competition, or this challenge is over. It looks like you're, you know, ending something here in this month, Libra, and you're feeling victorious ending it. So it looks like a big victory for you. This victory all the way, baby. This can also indicate returning home. This is the prodigal son or daughter returns. So this could be you returning to a place where, you know, your family is, your friends are, stuff like that. And this is where they're very happy to see you and they're welcoming you back. This is pats on the back, work well done. We've enjoyed what you've done, and yes, you know, it's time to throw a parade for you. Yeah, it could be the completion of some competition. Maybe you've won some kind of competition, and this is now you finally get to have your accolades. Everybody is just, you know, coming up and congratulating you and saying what a great job you have done. And now it's time for you to move on. The World in the upright position is my graduation card. Some of you could have been graduating this month, and now it's time to start anew. This is where it's the end of your scholastic world, and it's time to start, you know, going into your work life. So this could be a big change like that. I call this my graduation card. But this can also represent traveling, to maybe deciding to, now I'm going to move somewhere else. Or you could be deciding to just travel for the next, you know, 3 months or 6 months or something like that. Do something completely different. Sometimes the world can indicate we are coming out of a long-standing relationship where it's time to just, you know, call it quits. This is going from being in a couple to now being single, or it could be the other way around. You're single and now you're going into a couple. It can also come up when we are retiring or selling like a family home after many years. You raise your family there, but it's time to perhaps sell it and downsize. Some of you could be looking at moving. Yeah, definitely move. You're moving. You're just on the move this month. And week 4, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, rooted down by the Hangman reverse. So both of these energies, Libra, represent a return to action. So something is closing out, maybe with an apology, but it's closing out, and it's time to move on. You're returning to action, because the Four of Swords is after a time of a retreat, and the retreat could have been through illness, or it could have been through getting over a breakup or anything like that, or just being depressed, bummed out, or exhausted, because it looks like exhaustion was a part of what was going on with you before. So now this is like, I finally rested at the end of the month. You're finally rested and you're ready to return to action. The Hangman in reverse means I no longer need to look at this situation from a different perspective. I know what's going on. I know what I need to do now, and it's time for me to get moving. So yeah, there's a big change. It looks like big change of the way you've been doing things, because the 10s also represent, remember, endings. You had the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands. And the World is, the last card in the deck. So this is about endings, and something new is starting that you're passionate about. There is indication of travel here with the Ace of Wands, as well as the Six of Wands, and the World could be indicating travel or moving to another place. So now in closing, I always pull 2 cards. One is for love and romance, and then for career and finance. So we'll see for love and romance, what do we have for Libra? Virgo, number 6. So it could be something important happens in your love life on the 6th, or with a Virgo, or through a Virgo. So, or when the moon is in Virgo. The next one is for career and finance. Let's see what the card is for Libra. We have moon in Taurus, number 14, self-esteem. So this could be perhaps through or with a Taurus, something substantial happens in your financial situation, or it could be when the moon is in Taurus, or on the 14th of July. So that's what I have for you. I want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic month of July, and I really hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Take care. Much love. Bye-bye.